everyone, it's Rihanna and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about everything I watched in January of 2021. I really missed my monthly series of what I watched, so we're bringing it back for 2021 because the UK is in lockdown and I watch a lot of things. There is not much else to do. Bearing in mind I do watch a lot of movies and TV shows, I won't talk about everything because we could be here forever. So these are just my main favourites or ones that stuck in my head or just plain outright terrible things that I watched in January of 2021. Let's go on with the list. So firstly, I need to talk about Promising Young Woman. I've only been able to speak to 2 people about this movie, so I need to talk to you guys about it. Promising Young Woman tells the story of Cassie, who is played by Carey Mulligan, and she is traumatised by an event that happened to her in the past, and she's on a mission for revenge and for teaching a lesson to those who cross her path that are in the wrong. And those are all the details I'm going to tell you because I want you to go into this movie knowing as little as possible because it is a crazy, insane roller coaster of emotions. The first thing I have to note about Promising Young Woman is how fantastic Carey Mulligan is in this role. She is intoxicating and she is humane. She just makes this character of Cassie feel so real and it feels like a true story about a real person. She is absolutely phenomenal in the film and if she doesn't get some Oscar buzz, I will be severely upset. Promising Young Woman also has some fantastic music and production design, but most notably the direction and the writing. The movie was directed and written by Emerald Fennell, who was actually a showrunner on Killing Eve, and I freaking love Killing Eve, so I love this woman. The writing in this movie is just so well done, it's so intense, it's so well paced. When I tell you I couldn't breathe for the last act of this movie, I'm not even lying. My heart was pounding in my chest so fast. Trying to keep the spoilers to a minimum here is really difficult because the ending, oh my goodness. I was on a roller coaster of emotions. When I say maybe best ending of the year, yeah, I'm gonna say best ending of the year for me. It's definitely a polarizing movie. I know some people love it, I know some people hate it. I was very much on the hate train for a good portion of this movie, but I've definitely turned to the love it side. I can't wait to see what Emerald Fennell does next. Wow, just this story felt so real and realistic, and it really showcases how fucked up the system is when it comes to sexual assault and rape. It makes me very angry. I highly recommend this movie to everybody. Everybody needs to watch Promising Young Woman, not only for the story, but also for Carey Mulligan and Emerald Fennell. But I will say, if you do watch the trailer and think the trailer is going to be the movie, don't think that. It's marketed in a certain way, which I feel like a lot of people were upset with when they actually saw the film. So just take a portion of the trailer and take that over to when you watch the film. And also don't look anything up, you do not want spoilers, trust me. Had I just waited a few more days to make my best of 2020, Promising Young Woman would have been on that list. Doing an absolute 180 from Promising Young Woman, I've started watching Superstore, which is a sitcom TV show which is on NBC in America, but it's just come over to Netflix UK. I've been wanting to watch this show for the longest time. I love America Ferrera, who is in this TV show, and Ben Feldman, so I wanted to watch it for the longest time. And Netflix delivered, of course. Superstore tells the story of the everyday lives of the people that work in a Cloud9 supermarket store in St. Louis, and it's just about the characters and their lives and all of the crazy situations they end up getting into while working at Cloud9. It is an extremely funny show. It can also be very heartwarming. You get to know and love these characters. I'm a sucker for sitcoms, I love them. They're easy watches. I feel like I've never seen humour in Superstore in any other sitcom because they really aren't afraid to do whatever they want in that show. I watch and some of the jokes I'm like, could they get away with that? Because it's a bit sort of controversial, but they just don't care. And yes, Superstore has definitely brightened my January. I think we're on season 4 now and there's 5 seasons on Netflix UK, so I'm gonna be really sad when it's over. Let's talk about something I rewatched in January. I rewatched Prisoners, and I'm pretty sure I haven't seen Prisoners since it came out in the cinemas, which was 2013. Madness. Prisoners tells the story of 2 families whose worlds are turned upside down when their 2 young daughters go missing. And it also follows the story of the detective assigned to the case of the missing children. The movie stars the likes of Terrence Howard, Hugh Jackman, who plays a crazy end-of-the-world preparist father, but he's also fantastic. And then we have Jake Gyllenhaal, who plays Detective Loki, who is assigned to the case of missing children. As I say, it's been a long time since I've seen Prisoners, but there's so many details you don't see in this movie the first time round. Denis Villeneuve is just such a genius. The acting is spectacular, the writing's spectacular, it's really well paced for how long it is. It's quite a long movie. I absolutely love mystery thriller movies, and this is maybe the perfect one. The movie just keeps you guessing as you go along and as you fit bits of the puzzle together in your brain. It's just such a perfectly done movie, and the cinematography by Roger Deakins, chef's kiss. I was watching it and I was thinking, did this get nominated for an Oscar? And then I read and it did get nominated for an Oscar, and I was like, why didn't it win the Oscar? And it's because Emmanuel Lubezki exists. You can't argue with the beauty that Emmanuel Lubezki creates, but Prisoners has some fantastic cinematography. I can't say Prisoners is a movie that I can watch over and over again like I can watch Arrival, because it is a very hard film to watch. But you know, the 7-year gap from when I saw it in the cinema was long enough for me to sort of forget what happens and notice more details in the movie. Everything I've talked about so far at least has one redeeming quality, but you know what has no redeeming qualities whatsoever? Songbird. I'm not even sure why I watched this, but I did. I watched Songbird so you didn't have to. If you didn't already know about the movie Songbird, it is the film based around coronavirus. It was filmed during coronavirus and released during coronavirus. So before I even watched it, I had a bad taste in my mouth about this movie because there's just no need for it while we're still living through it. Anyway, if we have to talk about the plot, it's about this guy who's called Nico, who's played by KJ Apa. He is a courier and also immune to coronavirus. They call him Immunity, which, oh, I can't be dealing with it. And he meets and falls in love with this girl who he delivers a package to, and they've never actually met in real life because she lives in this apartment with her grandma and she's not allowed to leave because we're now in 2024 and it's now COVID-23, not COVID-19. Probably should have said that earlier. I don't really care because this movie was a heap of crap, so yeah, that's the plot. And also there's other people in it. There's Demi Moore, Bradley Whitford, Craig Robinson's in this movie. A lot of big names that I can't believe they agreed to be in this movie. It tells different stories about different characters, but KJ Apa is the main story and the main character. There were so many stupid things about Songbird. And I'm not only talking about the fact that it was filmed during coronavirus and released during coronavirus, I'm just talking about the plot and the characters in general. Now I'm going to give you a spoiler about Songbird, which shouldn't really matter because you don't need to watch this movie because it's awful. The whole story is KJ Apa's character wants to get his girlfriend to safety. So he wants to get her an immunity band. Obviously he's already immune, so he doesn't need one. But he needs to get her an immunity band so she can go to a safer place where nobody has it. Do the writers and the producers and the directors and the actors not realise how stupid it is to give somebody an immunity band who might not be immune? It turns out in the end, spoiler, that she is immune, but how does KJ Apa's character know that his little girlfriend is immune? He doesn't. He tries to give her a band when she could just be an infectious wreck and then go spread it out in the world. That's the stupidest thing I've honestly ever heard. They try and make this movie all deep and meaningful and, you know, it's about people connecting with people and stuff, but it's honestly just crap. I'm still questioning why I wasted my time on Songbird. It was awful. Don't waste your time on it. Don't watch it. If you really want to know what happens, look up the plot on Wikipedia. Now I'm not going to end the video on a rant about Songbird because quite frankly, it doesn't deserve that. Instead, we're going to talk about one of my favourite things to come out in January 2021, and that is Wandavision. Wandavision. Does anyone else randomly get that theme song stuck in their head for no reason? Because I do. Wandavision is the first of many new Marvel shows to come out in 2021. We've got Loki, we've got What If, we've got Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So many are coming out, but the first is Wandavision. It follows Wanda Maximoff, or Scarlet Witch, and Vision as they live in a sort of sitcom world. The first episode of Wandavision takes on the tropes and traits of a 50s sitcom, the second episode 60s, third episode 70s, so on and so forth. And so far, I am loving this show. I know a lot of people were very, very skeptical about it because they were like, why am I watching a Marvel show that's like a sitcom? I don't really get it. But as the episodes go on, you get more and more details and you're trying to figure out what's happening to Wanda and Vision, and it's just getting better and better with each episode. I actually found the first 2 episodes very, very charming. I just think Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen have amazing comedic timing and amazing chemistry as well. They're one of few MCU couples that I actually approve of. And although the beginning of WandaVision doesn't have all the action and the comedy and the fighting of normal MCU TV shows and movies, I like it. It's very refreshing, it's very new, and I find it quite funny because a lot of the time, you know, Marvel fans and fans in general of movies and TV are just like, oh, I want Marvel to do something new and fresh, and then WandaVision comes along and everyone's like, yeah, but not that. Like, I feel like the show got judged very, very quickly. The first 2 episodes were released together, people watched them, were very quick to judge, and now we're on episode 4 and people seem to be like, whoa, this is insane, this is madness. So it just goes to show you can't judge a TV show on its first couple of episodes. There is no way. I will say though, episode 3 and episode 4 are definitely my favourite episodes so far. They give you more details on what's happening to Wanda and Vision and more of a sense of what the story will be about. The opening of episode 4, if you've seen it, blew my mind. I couldn't breathe for a good 5 minutes watching that. That episode really set up for the future of WandaVision and possibly even the start of phase 4. So yeah, I'm really, really loving WandaVision so far. It feels like something fresh and new and a new flair for Marvel, which I really, really enjoy. Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff is incredible. I am slightly terrified of her, which is, I guess, the point, but she's amazing. I've always loved her as Scarlet Witch. And Paul Bettany as Vision is great as well. I'm really, really loving the fact that they're not giving all of the information all at once, because it would just ruin it, to be honest, and I like all the Easter eggs and trying to figure things out. If you are a Marvel fan and you haven't checked out WandaVision yet, definitely check it out, because I feel like a lot of the details of this show are going to be very important within the next stages of phase 4. And that is all for this video. I have watched many more things in January 2021. If you do want to follow everything I watch, you can go over to my letterbox where I log everything. Let me know down below in the comments what you watched in January 2021. Are you enjoying WandaVision as much as I am? If you like these monthly updates of what I've been watching, please give this video a big thumbs up and I will be sure to keep doing them. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for new exciting videos coming soon. All my social media links are down below in the comments if you want to come follow me, see what else I've been watching, and just all of my hilarious Twitter reactions. I think I'm so funny. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you very soon. Bye!